Country music superstar Blake Shelton has finally addressed the persistent celebrity divorce rumors about his marriage to Gwen Stefani, and what he revealed might surprise you. After months of speculation and tabloid headlines suggesting their relationship was in trouble, the country superstar broke his silence in January 2026 on Country Countdown USA, setting the record straight once and for all. The rumors began swirling around October and November of 2025, with various entertainment outlets publishing stories claiming Blake and Gwen were headed for divorce, that they weren't even seeing each other anymore, and that their 5-year marriage was falling apart. These celebrity divorce rumors gained traction, partly because the couple hadn't made any major public appearances together since March 2025, leading to speculation about the state of their relationship. But here's what Blake actually confirmed. The rumors are completely false, and they've opened his eyes to a disturbing trend in modern media that affects not just celebrities, but everyone who consumes information online. "I'm telling you, Lon, it's amazing," Blake Shelton told radio host Lon Helton during the interview. "Starting in October, I think, or maybe November, I started noticing these articles popping up about Blake and Gwen. They're split up. They're not even seeing each other anymore. They're going through a divorce." What makes this situation particularly fascinating is Blake's revelation about how sophisticated AI deepfakes and fabricated content have become. He described seeing deepfake photos of himself and Gwen on social media that looked completely real, but he knew were fabricated. "I see pictures of Gwen and I on social media that I really go, that looks so real. But I know I don't even own that shirt, or whose car is that?" This experience has fundamentally changed how Blake Shelton approaches information online. The man who built a career on authenticity and straight talk has become deeply skeptical of everything he sees on the internet. "I don't believe anything anymore that I see online," he stated emphatically. "I mean nothing, I just don't believe it." Blake's journey to this point of media skepticism becomes even more compelling when you consider his background. Born Blake Tolleson Shelton on June 18, 1976, in Ada, Oklahoma, he grew up in a small town where your word meant everything. His father Richard worked as a car salesman, and his mother Dorothy owned a beauty salon. When Blake was just 14 years old, his older brother Richie tragically died in a car accident, an event that would shape his perspective on what truly matters in life. At 17, just 2 weeks after high school graduation in 1994, Blake moved to Nashville, Tennessee, with dreams of becoming a country music songwriter. By 16, he was already touring the bar circuit across Oklahoma, earning statewide attention and winning the Dembo Diamond Award, the top honor for young entertainers in the state. His breakthrough came in 2001 with his debut single, Austin, which hit #1 and launched a career that would span more than 2 decades. With 29 #1 hits, 11 billion streams, 52 million singles sold, and 13 million albums sold, Blake Shelton became one of country music's biggest stars. He's won 27 BMI Awards, 27 ASCAP Awards, received 9 Grammy nominations, and was inducted into both the Grand Ole Opry in 2010 and the Oklahoma Hall of Fame in 2014. But it was his 23-season run as a coach on NBC's The Voice from 2011 to 2023 that made him a household name beyond country music circles. During his tenure alongside original co-coach Adam Levine and other rotating coaches, teams Blake coached won 9 out of 23 seasons, making him one of the most successful coaches in the show's history. The Voice also played a crucial role in his personal life, as it's where he met Gwen Stefani. Blake's romantic history had been well documented by the media. He married his first wife, Kaynette Jern, in 2003, but they divorced in 2006. In 2011, he married fellow country star Miranda Lambert in what was considered one of country music's power couples. However, that marriage ended in divorce in July 2015. Later in 2015, Blake Shelton began dating Gwen Stefani, his fellow coach on The Voice. Their relationship blossomed in the public eye, with both having come out of high-profile divorces. They announced their engagement on October 27, 2020, and married in an intimate ceremony at a chapel on Blake's Oklahoma ranch on July 3, 2021. The marriage brought together not just 2 superstars, but also a blended family. Gwen's 3 sons from her previous marriage to Bush frontman Gavin Rossdale became part of Blake's world Kingston, now 19, Zuma, 17, and Apollo, 11. Blake Shelton has often spoken about his role as a stepfather and how much he enjoys being part of their lives. Gwen herself addressed the divorce rumors, echoing Blake's sentiments about the false nature of the speculation. "But when you're in love and have truly aligned values, nobody can get to us," she said. "You can say whatever you want to say about our relationship. I mean, a week ago we were getting divorced again or something. It's just lies." The timing of these celebrity divorce rumors coincided with one of the busiest periods in Blake Shelton's recent career. After leaving The Voice in May 2023, many wondered what his next move would be. The answer came in the form of multiple projects that kept him largely out of the public eye, with Gwen inadvertently fueling the speculation about their marriage. In January 2024, Blake opened his largest Blake Shelton's Ole Red restaurant and entertainment chain location yet in Las Vegas. The four-story, 27,000-square-foot entertainment venue in front of Caesars Entertainment's Horseshoe Las Vegas represents the culmination of his business empire that began with the first Ole Red in his hometown of Tishomingo, Oklahoma, in 2017. The Las Vegas location features 686 seats, a 4,500-square-foot rooftop, 3 interior bars, a rooftop bar, 2 stages, and a massive 16 by 37-foot LED video wall. Blake's business acumen extends beyond entertainment venues. His estimated net worth of $130 million as of 2024 reflects diverse income streams including his music career, television work, business ventures, and various endorsement deals. Blake Shelton's Ole Red restaurant and entertainment chain now includes locations in Nashville, Gatlinburg, Orlando, and Las Vegas, with each location reflecting Blake's vision of combining great food, drinks, and live music. In 2025, Blake returned to television with The Road, a CBS reality show that marked his first major TV project since leaving The Voice. But this wasn't just another singing competition. I'll be honest, I wasn't exactly dying to do another singing show, Blake admitted. Instead, The Road follows 12 emerging musicians competing as opening acts for Grammy winner Keith Urban at venues across America, with Blake Shelton serving as executive producer alongside Taylor Sheridan, the creator of the hit series Yellowstone. The show's concept reflects Blake's understanding of what the music industry really requires. Lee Metzger and I started kicking around this idea. What if we built a show that actually looked like what it takes to make it as an artist? Sleeping on buses, playing for crowds that didn't buy a ticket to see you, writing songs that may or may not pay the bills. That's real. The grand prize for The Road winners includes $250,000, a record deal, and a slot on the main stage at Stagecoach Festival 2026, making it one of the more substantial prizes in reality television music competitions. May 2025 saw the release of Blake's 13th studio album, for recreational use only, his first album in nearly 4 years and his debut for BBR music group BMG Nashville. The album features collaborations with Gwen Stefani, country legend John Anderson, and longtime friend Craig Morgan. According to Blake Shelton, the album's creation was sparked by the success of his collaboration, Pour Me a Drink with Post Malone, which lit a fire under him to return to the studio. The busy schedule of 2025 contributed to Blake and Gwen's absence from major industry events, including their decision to skip the 2025 Country Music Association Awards in November. According to reports, the couple's jam-packed schedules and holiday commitments made attendance impossible, but this absence only added fuel to the celebrity divorce rumors fire. Blake's initial 8-show Las Vegas residency in early 2026 was so successful that he announced additional performance dates, demonstrating his continued drawing power as a live performer. These shows at his Blake Shelton's Ole Red Las Vegas location represent a new chapter in his career, allowing him to perform in an intimate setting he partially owns. Throughout this busy period, the constant drumbeat of divorce speculation clearly wore on both Blake Shelton and Gwen. Blake's admission that he no longer believes anything he sees online reflects a broader crisis of trust in digital media that extends far beyond celebrity gossip. The sophistication of AI deepfakes and the speed at which false information can spread through social media platforms has created an environment where even the subjects of the stories can't always immediately distinguish fact from fiction. Blake's experience illustrates how false narratives can take on a life of their own in the digital age. The absence of public appearances, combined with the entertainment industry's appetite for celebrity relationship drama, created a perfect storm for rumor generation. The fact that Blake himself was sometimes fooled by AI deepfakes of him and Gwen speaks to the technological challenges facing not just celebrities, but society as a whole. When asked about potentially returning to The Voice, Blake Shelton remains definitive in his current stance. It was the most important years of my life where I was a coach on The Voice, but as far as the job goes, I don't think I'm ever ready to do that again as I sit here now. This statement suggests that his focus has shifted to other projects and his personal life with Gwen. The celebrity divorce rumors also highlight the intense scrutiny that celebrity couples face, particularly those who built part of their public relationship in the spotlight of reality television. Blake and Gwen's relationship began and flourished while both were coaches on The Voice, making their dynamic part of the show's appeal for viewers. This public beginning meant their relationship was always subject to public analysis and speculation. Blake's charitable nature, demonstrated through events like the 2013 Healing in the Heartland relief benefit concert that raised over $6.5 million for tornado victims, shows a man grounded in community values despite his enormous success. His love of fishing, cooking, and spending time on his Oklahoma ranch with his animals including dogs, cats, and horses, paints a picture of someone who values simple pleasures and family time over Hollywood glamour. As Blake Shelton continues his Friends and Heroes tour in 2025, and maintains his various business interests. The celebrity divorce rumors serve as a reminder of how quickly false information can spread and how persistent it can become. His decision to finally address these rumors head-on demonstrates both his frustration with the situation and his commitment to protecting his marriage and family from unfounded speculation. The truth Blake Shelton confirmed isn't about problems in his marriage. It's about the fundamental unreliability of information in our digital age and his unwavering commitment to Gwen Stefani after 10 years together and 5 years of marriage. In a world where artificial intelligence can create convincing AI deepfakes and social media algorithms amplify sensational content, regardless of its accuracy, Blake's experience serves as a cautionary tale for anyone consuming celebrity news or any online content. Blake Shelton didn't confirm a divorce. Instead, he confirmed something far more significant, that in our current media landscape, even the most successful and grounded individuals must question everything they see online, and that true love and aligned values provide the only reliable foundation in an increasingly uncertain digital world. What makes Blake's comments land harder is that he isn't someone who lives online or thrives on constant validation from social media. He's never been the guy refreshing comment sections or clapping back at every rumor. For most of his career, he's relied on the idea that the truth eventually speaks for itself, but this time felt different. The sheer volume of identical headlines, recycled talking points, and AI deepfakes made it impossible to ignore. At one point, Blake Shelton admitted that friends, and even extended family members, started asking him if everything was okay at home. Not because they believed the rumors outright, but because they'd seen the same stories pop up over and over again across different platforms. That repetition created doubt, even among people who knew him personally. And that's when it hit him how powerful misinformation has become. He wasn't just watching gossip spread, he was watching perception shift. For Blake, that realization struck a nerve. He spent his entire life trying to build something real music, real relationships, real success earned the long way. To see a completely fictional narrative threaten something as personal as his marriage forced him to confront a reality he'd never really dealt with before. Silence doesn't always protect you anymore. Gwen felt it too. While she's no stranger to public scrutiny, this wave of celebrity divorce rumors hit differently because it targeted the foundation they've built together. Gwen has spoken openly in the past about how hardened her sense of peace is after years of turbulence in both her personal and professional life. The idea that strangers could casually rewrite her reality for clicks wasn't just annoying, it was invasive. Behind the scenes, the couple leaned into the things that grounded them from the start. Time at Blake Shelton's Oklahoma ranch, family dinners, music without deadlines, Gwen working on her fashion and beauty projects away from cameras, Blake fishing at sunrise, cooking for the family, and staying intentionally off social media when the noise got loud. Ironically, that very choice, to step away, is what fueled the speculation in the first place. But for them, the priority was never optics, it was stability. Sources close to the couple have noted that Blake and Gwen operate on a simple rule: if something actually matters, they deal with it privately. They don't feel the need to perform happiness or issue constant reassurance to an audience that doesn't live their life. That mindset has kept their relationship steady in an industry where public approval often dictates personal decisions. And that's why Blake's January 2026 comments weren't defensive, they were reflective. He wasn't angry, he was concerned. Concerned about how easily truth gets buried. Concerned about how convincing lies have become. And concerned about how quickly people accept a narrative just because it's repeated often enough. His remarks weren't just about protecting his marriage, they were a warning about how fragile reality has become in the digital age. In a strange way, the rumors ended up reinforcing what Blake Shelton and Gwen already knew. Their relationship doesn't survive because it's public, it survives because it isn't. 5 years into marriage and nearly a decade together, they've outlasted expectations, industry pressure, and now manufactured controversy. While headlines fade and algorithms move on, they continue doing what they've always done, choosing each other quietly, consistently, and without explanation. And maybe that's the part the rumors never accounted for, because real relationships don't crumble in silence, they strengthen there. So while the internet chased a story that never existed, Blake Shelton used the moment to confirm something far more telling. Not that his marriage was in danger, but that truth itself has become something we all have to fight harder to protect. And in a world obsessed with spectacle, that might be the most honest statement he's ever made. And if you want more deep dives into the stories behind the headlines everyone thinks they understand, make sure to subscribe.